All right, welcome back to Trevor in Motion. Today, we got leg day today, and that's a big deal. I did say yesterday that we were going to do legs. That was the main goal. A lot of people don't like legs. They hate it because it's just high movement. It's a lot of pressure on the legs, and people just don't got the mindset to do legs. And I get that it hurts, but you got to embrace the pain to love the game. Little bar there, but it won't be as hard. I mean, it'll still be hard, but it's not going to be as intense as I'd like because I already did a bunch of sprints for track today. But like I said, we're going to get some hack squat, leg extensions, hamstring curls, calf raises, the whole 9 yards. And then we'll do abs and cardio, obviously. Cardio won't be as intense. We already ran a bunch for track, but I think besides that, I think we're ready to start today. Like I said, first exercise will be hack squats. All right. Hack squat first. Hack squat's a good movement, good solid movement to start the leg day off. I think try and push for about 12 here. Get a good set in. Okay, we're trying to focus on the size and the strength of the quads. My quads aren't big, but they're fast, athletic, and strong, and that's the main idea. So let's get this started. There we go. Good set. A warm set. Already in the butt. Add some 25s. Again, increasing the weight, trying to just bump the weight up, I think. To be with a good set, I think trying to push for about 8 to 10 reps here. Again, it's a high movement lift, and this is a funky hack squat machine. It's not the ideal hack squat, is what I would say. So let's just keep pushing on this one. All right, there we go. Good set. That felt good. Let's hit this last set. A little more intensity here. Trying to get about 8 to 10 on this one, maybe 6 to 8 actually. I mean, I'm already feeling it. That's good. That's a good sign. I think I did do box squats for a long time to really start my workout, but again, this is a newer leg day, but I still think it's got potential. And that's my whole thing is if it's gonna give me a good pump or not. And because I've had workouts where I just come in and I'm just like, wow, this is horrible. So the main point of this lift is seeing, okay, well, is it really worth it? Will I feel good mainly? So, but yeah, let's get this final set, and then we'll move on to I think it's leg extensions, which is one of my favorites. So let's crank this set out. Oh, that was deep. Whew. There you go. I felt good. Definitely a lot of really breathtaking. So let's keep grinding. Let's keep grinding. All right, let's hit leg extensions. I think the main problem with leg extensions is people that don't go hard enough. They try and push to failure, and they're like, "Oh, my legs burn now. Well, I'm gonna stop." It's good to have a partner with you, really forcing you to work. But since I'm by myself, I'm going to push as hard as I possibly can, trying to squeeze every rep out of these squats. So let's start. Oh, there you go. That's a good push right there. All right, we're hopping into this next set fairly quick. Not much of a rest, which is all right. We're trying to keep A lot of tension on the quads, a lot of tension on the muscle. Keep them burning. Sometimes people take too long of a rest and they lose that pump, but we're still trying to focus on keeping the pump as long as possible, keeping the blood flow to the legs. Because it's going to just create more of those micro tears and keep the flow going. So let's get this next set. Oh, whew. That one burned. That felt good. I don't know. I think we do one more set of this, then move on. That sounds like the plan. We're gonna bump it up 195. Get a little more weight going. Again, always aiming for failure. That's like our main goal. And yeah, and if you want more different content, let me know in the comments. I think next video we're gonna post fishing. Fishing will be more of a niche thing on this channel. I think we'll try and stick to the lifting part, but I'll throw in the fishing because fishing's fun. It's another hobby of mine. I love fishing. So, but yeah, if you're enjoying the video so far, just make sure you hit that like button. But yeah, we're gonna crank out this set and move on to hamstring curls. So that'll be fun. Oh, that burned. Feels good though, last set. So we can move on. And move on. And all right, let's start this hamstring curls. I do love a good hamstring curl. That's not good. Wow, that's phenomenal. I need to fix that. Hamstring curls. You know, I usually do Romanian deadlifts, but we're gonna try and chill out today and do some more basic movement. Usually, I like to do the seated hamstring curls, but we don't have that machine here, so this will have to do for now. So let's get this first set going. Oh, whew. Oh, that felt good. Hamstring is definitely my favorite part of the leg to train. Best pump in my opinion. Best feeling. But gonna do second setting. Bump the weight up just a little bit. First set was good. I really felt it. Really focus on more on slow down and fast. We're trying to get explosive part of the legs too, because I'm not slow. I'm not trying to get all back bulky and I don't do a lot of compound lifts, but I think it's just an easy way to get it. So we're going to keep pushing it. I'll just have a second set. We're going to do one more and then we'll move on to the adductors and the abductors, or the sus machines, what I like to call it. So let's get this stuff started. Alright, good finish last. I think I might actually speed this one. Nice, because the last one was pretty long, so I'm gonna speed this one, try and crank it out. See how it goes. I might keep this and I'll just speed it up so we'll move on. Because I don't want to make it too long, but it's okay. teach a little bit of what I do, pass on. Oh, it's alright. Never mind, we don't have the sus machine yet. We have calf raises now. I'm gonna speed through these calf raises. I do bent over calf raises, but I think it'll be fine. I think the calf is one of the hardest muscles to train. It just doesn't grow for some reason. But that's not an excuse to stop. I'm gonna do 2 sets of 100 reps each. I'm gonna speed through them, like I said. Like Heal does, we get the quick snippet, which that's alright. So just don't forget to do your calves. Your calves are a very important muscle too. When I do calf raises, I like to get a little bit of elevation on the toes. Keep my toes above my heels. I bend over, which pause. I bend over to get the full stretch of the whole leg. So it's like that. Alright, let's get this last set of calf raises in. Yeah, let's speed this up. So we can move on to our next exercise, because like I said, these are boring. My head's in between a pipe and a fire extinguisher, so let's just get this over with. That's what I'm thinking. Burns good though. The sus machine. Sus machine's kind of funky. Definitely a different machine to say the least. See, you can really get the area, which is what I don't like. I don't think I'll record myself doing this. Yeah, I would. It'll be a little funky, but I think it'll live. It's part of the way, because a lot of people forget about the adductors and the abductors. It's kind of just like it's a niche muscle group. I think people forget about it. I think it's okay. I think it'll be fine. Just keep both these muscles like 60% them, because there's no need to split those. You're just pumping that. It's up to you, so let's get it. Next set. First set of this other part. Max the machine out. I'm only gonna record this first and that. Just because it's fun. It's a little sus, but you get the gist. Do 2 sets of that. Push no failure. And the next is abs. So I think I'm gonna do my arms, but I'm gonna skip on the recording of it just so we can move on to the recording. I'll meet you guys back in the truck in the video. Give a few shout outs. Alright, we're done. Good leg day today. You know, talking to my friend Jared, I think motivation plays a big key into lifting. You know, I sat there and really thought, why do I lift? Why do I do the things I do in my life? Why am I me? The motivation, it's kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger said. If you don't have a goal, it's kind of like hopping on a boat with no destination. You're just floating around in an open sea. When I lift, I try and my goal is to look like a lifter, or not a lifter, more like somebody I want to look like. Kind of like Arnold. I want to look like that, but I want to have the discipline to get there. Motivation is the key, and sometimes you wake up without it, and that's when you got to push through it, because then you'll be more proud of yourself. A lot of days I wake up and it's hard. I don't want to take that early morning shower because I'm tired, but it's going to benefit me. I don't want to finish this. I don't want to do abs and cardio, but it benefits me. It's the extra drive. So never forget to push yourself. Remember what you're fighting for. Have that goal in mind. But anyways, I'm going to go get Subway. I got a free foot long. But Trevor Emotion out.